Live Platoon, episode 5. This episode is brought to you by D. Horton in his mixtape Laney High, which can be downloaded at your favorite mixtape site or by visiting the featured artist link on liveplt.com. And you can hit him up on Twitter at KS underscore D Horton. That's KS underscore DHORTON. Thank you for tuning in to this Live Platoon podcast. Live Platoon is here to educate, promote, and empower hip-hop artists around the world. And I am your host, Live Marco Polo. Let's get into it. Thank you, Hip Hop World, for listening to Live Platoon. I am your host, Live Marco Polo, and my guest today is GB Carter. GB Carter, are you ready to get live today, my dude?
Yes, sir.
Okay, gangster, man. Coming from Michigan, GB Carter has been doing music since the age of 12 and has been grinding ever since. And by the age of 18, actually started his own indie label, Soulfly Productions, and has been dropping mixtape after mixtape since then. His latest mixtape is Lovers and Heartbreakers 2 that you can find on IndieLiveMixtapes.com. That's just a brief introduction, GB Carter. If you could, you can just elaborate a little bit more, give a little bit more of your story. Just gonna run with it, man.
All right. Yeah. I've been doing it for like a long time, and it's like now that I finally get a chance to like get out there, like even more these days, like that live mixtape shop was pretty cool, and it's like I stayed on Twitter since like I had a Twitter page since like 2008, but I don't really own it like till like last year. I started getting back on it. And ever since I've been on it, man, I've been like I'm being followed by Interscope, Trina, Riff Raff, and it's like even though people can follow you and stuff on Twitter, it's like man, like I came across a lot of nice connects, and it's like I went from trying to really get a deal to just go on indie because I look at it like that's cool that I could get signed to a major deal, but I can't just because there's so many artists, so I just do my own thing and just do me. I've been doing the indie label thing since like 16 with the drops and stuff, and like every time you had drop, it's like me, any other artist that I got on the label, and it's like, man, I just didn't, man.
Gotcha. Just grinding, man. All right. Well, first question I have for you today, man, is a hip hop quotable. If you would share with the Live Platoon listeners, if you could give us your favorite hip hop quotable, and we really looking for something that really touches you in another way, something that maybe get you up in the morning where you kind of live as your mantra. Like, of course, it could be one of your own lyrics or someone else's, and just give us that quote and then let us know how that helps you through your life and your journey to get your music out.
All right, I live by this quote. I've been saying it lately, like on Twitter and on Facebook and everything. It's like I live by these words: grind now, shine later.
Okay. And when you say grind now, shine later, how does that help you through your day and your journey on this hip hop music scene?
It just lets me know, like, no matter what I do, no matter how hard the grind is, I'm doing it for a reason. And it's like, even though I might not get a chance to shine right now, but eventually I might get a chance to shine later because how hard I grind. And it's like, I can't see myself stop grinding, but at the same time, it motivates me, that whole statement. So it's like, I'm thinking about even getting it tatted because it's like, I really live by those words. Like, man.
Yeah, it's just that deep. Okay. All right. Well, let me ask you this also because you're a human being, so everybody has adversity. And again, we got our listeners, our Live Platoon listeners, are the younger cats that's coming up, and they want to do this hip hop thing just like you and every other artist is out there putting out their own music. So if you would, just so they can really understand who GB Carter is, aka Nino Lucas, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you really let us know of a time you had adversity while you were going through this journey and how you looked at it and how it helped you to keep going forward. Just give us, a brief story, something real that really hit you but you fought through and you're able to be at this position you're at today?
Um, you saying like a real like hard story, like
Yeah, it ain't really necessarily got to be hard, but maybe, your computer crashed or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just whatever you had to do to make it work through something that didn't go right for you, you know?
well, well,
Take your time, man. We just wanted you,
I
you
don't
know what
even
I'm saying?
know
We
start, man,
Yeah,
but
it could be anything, man. We just want that, you know what I'm saying? I just want the live platoon community to really, really get to know you and, know your adversity. And the real reason I like this question is because people need to know that you real. You know what I'm saying? They hear your music and you hear you shining, but you so real that we need to know, you know what I'm saying, what you go through. So they'll know, oh, okay, my man went through that and I went through the same thing. Boom, I can make it too.
okay. I had to like like when I first like started rapping, even to this day, like I didn't have like no studio to go to. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like I had to do everything on my own. Like I had to like go out, get jobs, and then with all my checks, I had to invest. So it was like I went from getting a laptop to the microphones to the mic stands, and next thing you know, I
Mm-hmm.
got my own portable studio. I can just go anywhere and just plug it up, and and
Yeah.
I just take my time. Like no matter what I do, like I could be working at Burger King or Walmart, but as long as you got something that can help contribute and invest into your craft, I feel like people take you more serious like that. And it's like, and then I do it so much to the point where it's like I got everybody in town trying to do the song. Well, almost everybody in town trying to do a song with me, but it's like my life gets so busy, and I stay so focused to the point where I can't really just like hang out and goof off, like, because I feel like what I'm saying, like, that first Grammy or whatever. Then that's when I
Woo.
can maybe pop bottles, But
Yeah.
I just
I got you. I really like that story, man, because I'm pretty sure. Well, I guarantee some of my listeners out there is in that same situation, thinking they gotta have that big studio or whatnot, and the padded room. But I'm a firm believer, man. You can start out in the closet, the kitchen, whatever it is. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like you say, invest in yourself, man, and big things will come. And then when you learn how to do it yourself, you realize you don't need nobody anyway. Well, you don't need them, to begin out. You know what I'm saying? So that was a real good story that I think our listeners will be able to relate to and, definitely help motivate them. Now, this is the juicy part that we really, you know what I'm saying? Since you're basically a CEO of your own record company, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I want to know what was the moment when you, GB Carter, realized that you can use the internet to blow yourself up and put yourself on the map without anybody else, you know what I'm saying, actually having to do it, or slanging CDs out the trunk of your car on, on the street corner. What moment where it really clicked for you?
Okay. The moment where it really clicked for me was uh I had okay, Hot New Hip Hop had first came out like back when they were just like a little blog site with no music or nothing. I had got an email from them and they was like, we about to where artists, up and coming artists can just upload music and stuff. So I'm like, wow, this seems pretty cool. So I get into it and it's like my first in Georgia at the same time, by the way. So it was like I didn't really know nobody and I didn't really have friends. So all I really had was like my first studio mic and my computer. So like I just started making tapes out of mixtapes after mixtapes. Next thing you know, I'm at like 10, 12 mixtapes and I don't even know it. I'm just dropping them every month, like at the beginning and the end. And it's like, you go on there right now on hotnewhiphop.com and type in G Card and you'll really see like, I stopped counting after 20 mixtapes, but I just looked at it like, wow. And then when I started getting on Twitter, even though I ain't got like a million followers and stuff, but I actually get like when I saw Trina and Interscope following me, I was like, wow, I should really take advantage of this. So I just started really going hard too, like as far as like pushing
Man.
mixtapes and stuff out there.
Man, yeah, I know that was big right there. Yeah, I think that's the good thing about the internet. You can connect with people you never could have if it wasn't there.
Right.
So definitely, that's a big look there. Let me ask you this: what's one thing that really has you excited right now about the internet and how it's being used to promote music, whether it's, yourself, what you're doing, or maybe some other movement that you've seen, and how they're actually using the internet to get they message and they movement out. Is there anything that
Um,
you really taking notice to?
it's like, excuse me. Like it's a lot of. I notice it's so many connects as far as like getting on live and producers
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. It's like you really can just do anything on your own. It's just like, of course, it might cost, but who knows? Like if you talk the right price, it can be for little or nothing, And it's like all they just want is just
Mm-hmm.
something. So you might come
Yeah.
across some people like that, and it's like, man, like the internet is like I only use three things too, and I feel like I only need these three things. Well, maybe
Ooh,
four.
wait, hold on. Don't tell us those things. Let's say those for last. Keep that
Okay.
in mind because that sounded like that was about to be good right there. And I think that's some information our listeners is gonna need. So yeah, save that one right there. I think I got the perfect section for that one.
uh,
Let me move on. This is what I call live time. In these last few questions we have here, reason I call it live time because my listeners, my live platoon listeners, the ones who, what I'm saying, listening to you because you're the expert right now. Your answers I think is going to help craft some young boy or girl who want to be a hip hop artist, and so on these answers I really need you to dig deep and give them what you got so they can know you real and it's real and they dreams can come true just like you pushing yours up there. But first question I have for you, which I might know the answer, but whatever it is, just run with it.
okay.
What was initially holding you back from really using the internet to promote yourself? Was it lack of knowledge, internet connection? What was it that actually held you back at first before you said, "Boom, let me jump on here and get grinding"?
For one, like a lack of knowledge, and
Mm-hmm.
two, like lack of connects.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
once I start really just getting on it, I just noticed like everything starting to come on flow. Like every day is always something new. So I said, "Cool, hey,
Yeah.
the internet was man,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
real."
Yeah. Yeah, help to blow you up. Let
Right.
me ask you this. Is there any particular popular artist, mainstream artist, I don't care what genre of music, rock, rap, whatever, that you looked at and you said, man, I like the way they used YouTube or whatever it might be to promote that particular album coming out? Is there anybody that you know just off the top how you maybe they developed a plan that or did something maybe like Jay-Z was able to, drop his, stuff on Samsung phone. You had to buy the phone. But, was there anybody that you really looked at and said, man, I like that. And matter of fact, I might, borrow a few of them techniques.
Man, there's a particular cat I got in mind, like young dude, Chief Keef, yo. Like
Yes,
people
sir.
can say what they want about Chirac and try to say they criticize they rap and they music, but I look at it like, hey, that dude did it, man. Like, and then he
Mm-hmm.
had so many videos, and he was like all over from like not only being popular in Chicago, but to featuring other artists in Chicago. And it's like at the same time he blew up, right around the time they blew up, and and everybody just really moving out there. Like it's a
Mm-hmm.
real like that whole drill music, that drill scene out there. Like, hey, it got me want to listen to all the Chicago rappers out there now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. 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 So,
because they
so,
play like
so, yeah. So Chief Keef really, open your eyes, I guess, to the possibility of just, how you can use that YouTube exposure or whatever it might be then, huh?
right. And then at the
Yeah,
same
got
time,
you.
he had like some like his producer, like Young Chop. His beats
Mm-hmm.
go stupid hard. Like, man, I ain't never heard no beats like that in a minute. Like,
Yeah, and I don't know if you paid attention, but I seen how Young Chop was actually doing his own video blog just to get his name out there on another level. So yeah, and I just seen he just had people riding around with him while he was going to work with 50 and everybody, and so yeah, he was using the internet on a whole nother level too. So yeah, them boys is definitely grinding. Hopefully Chief Keef get everything straight, man. I know he going through some legal troubles or whatnot.
yeah,
But yeah, hopefully the boy get everything straight and keep moving. Um, let me ask you, just based off of that Chief Keef movement and that Young Chomp thing, do you have you been able to incorporate some of his marketing tactics into your own plan?
Well, well, like, um, yeah, like somewhat, like I've been trying to like, get on live, and I did, but if anything, I
Hmm.
realized that you gotta start with getting fans and the buzz and the fan base going and stuff before you can get anything. Because it's like it's okay to drop music, but make sure everybody gets a chance to hear it, or at least make sure when you pushing something out that you really doing numbers. Because you don't want to just be stuck like pushing the whole types of songs out and they ain't really hitting nowhere with the numbers and the views. Because then you be just like wasting your time, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know if they wasting money and stuff, but
Yeah, yeah, just get it out there. Let me ask you, do you have an internet site like a dat piff that you can share with the live platoon audience that would definitely help them maybe start out with to start building a fan base? What site would you recommend, say a new cat, maybe focus his attention on to begin with to get his music out there?
like it's a lot of sites, but I use a lot of sites, but the one in particular I can really say like was good, like it connects you to like different fans all over the world and plays every day. Is SoundCloud. SoundCloud is pretty decent,
Okay,
especially
okay,
if you want
so
to just drop a song here and stuff.
okay, just to get your feet wet. All right. So live platoon listeners, write that down. If you're not on SoundCloud, get on there. You know what I'm saying? Start grinding. That's a good place to start. Now, this question right here is a real big one for our listeners. What software would you recommend that the live platoon community start out recording with if they haven't started out with anything? Which one would you say they should start with and why?
Yeah, that's a good question right there. I started off using, well, now I've been using this for probably like a year, maybe 2 years. It's Mixcraft 6. Now,
Okay.
if you ain't really got that much money to spend on it, or you trying to like a bargain, then get the Mixcraft 6 Home Studio, which is like the blue kind. But the only difference between that and the upgrade, which is like 150, is like you get to use more effects with the one that's for 150. And you get to
Oh,
turn your
okay.
songs into MP3 formats. Now, the other program is cool too, but it turns your songs into WAV files, which after a while, all your sessions add up, and you might kill a lot of space on your laptop or your
Uh-huh.
computer. But
Yeah.
Mixcraft 6, period,
Mixcraft
that's
6.
it right there. Mixcraft 6.
Cool. Cool. You said that count that usually run about how much?
So, like, it, anywhere between 50, you looking at 50 to 150 or 160.
Cool, cool. That I like that one. That's real economical, and I allow platoon listeners wearing Jordans all day, so you can go and break bread on that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And yeah, definitely. If you really taking your craft serious, that's an easy investment. And this last question I have here, this is probably where you'll be able to recommend them three tools that I stopped you on earlier. So definitely listen to this and give us some good information here. And live platoon community, take notes because my man, I think he's finna give you something you can use and run with and have your music popping tomorrow. Now, my question for you is: if everything was reset tomorrow morning and nobody had ever heard GB Carter's music, but you still had all your experience and knowledge that you have today, all of your music, and all you had to do to build your fan base back up with is to use the internet and $300, what would you do in the next 7 days to start building that fan base back up?
What would I start doing to build my fan base up?
Yes, sir. If you had no fans, nobody ever heard of you before, but you got all the knowledge you got now,
Um,
and you know exactly how to operate your plan.
I can say those three things.
Yeah, yes, sir. Give them
Uh,
to us.
as long as you got Facebook, YouTube, and
Free,
Twitter,
free, free. I like that.
you should be good. But
Okay.
with Twitter, not Twitter, but with Facebook, I noticed they starting to do nowadays is like when people drop songs, they should make sure they got the copyrights to it, or is at least like eligible for them to start doing music videos to and stuff. Because YouTube is on it Like if you ain't got the rights to the beat or the song rapping or singing on YouTube, will like the minute it's just uploading and you gotta get it on there, it'll let you know just like that. So man, YouTube's really on it. And it's like it's hard too, especially if you're trying to get it monetized your video. And it's
Yeah.
like, man, I'm gonna get some money off this video. You upload it
Wow.
first, then if it's right, like you got if it's for the copyright part, then you probably should do a music video to it. That way YouTube ain't, and then maybe if you ain't got the copyrights to it, buy the copyrights to it if it's eligible like that after you upload it, because
Wow. That
YouTube is
you
down that stuff.
man, you just dropped a big one on my listeners, man. I like that. You really went deep with that information. So, definitely, if just to reiterate, drop it on, get to work on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, and then make sure it's yours and you can use it. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I
Right.
got you. I got you. So, would you, if you had, of course, you have your sites, all three that you named was free. What would you do with that $300, if anything, if you had to build it,
three
or would you
hundred
just
dollars. Like, would I have my equipment still, or just the
Yeah,
$300?
yeah, yeah. You still got your equipment. You got your equipment. You got your knowledge. Would you need that for anything, or would you just set that to the side?
Well,
Ooh, hold on. Let me ask you this, because as I analyze your production, let me ask you, where do you get your beats from?
like, shouts out to 99 cent beats, like they really do sell beats for like $1. And then it's like you can lease them, and I mean, not lease them. I mean, yeah, you can lease them for $1 and stuff, but to get the exclusive rights, of course, they cost more. But to lease them, 99 cent
Yeah,
beats.com. And then I got another
yeah.
one who is Captain Cutter. He's a rapper from
Mm,
Decatur, Georgia. He's also a producer. He make like a lot of good beats too. And I also deal with NewYorkBangers.com. New
okay,
York
okay,
Bangers, they pretty cool. They doing them and Captain Cutter. They like on my next mixtape. That's a Nino Lucas mixtape, by the way. My next mixtape.
okay, okay. So you would be able to use that 300 to get your beat game right then, huh?
I mean, like, well, I would use the 300 to like I would like make a new like page if I ain't already
Mm-hmm.
have one. Then like use like 100 of that, or maybe the 300, and just boost it up to get more likes. Especially if I ain't got a lot of friends to just go on there and invite to like my like page.
Okay. 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 Cool. Cool. That sounds like a real workable plan for the live platoon community. And also, let me give a shout out to Captain Cutter, because he actually will be on the show. I got him scheduled for an interview, so that's big love right there. Yeah, definitely. So let me. Looks like we got everything out the way, all the important stuff, for my community to be able to take and build and try to, make sure they craft their career the correct way. But let me ask you this. This is, I think, a very important question for you. Now, I really need you to think on this one. This is the last one, and this is a doozy. You didn't know nothing about it. It's gonna come with that right hook. This is what I call the freestyle question. If tomorrow, I'm gonna just say Interscope, whoever the head of Interscope is right now, Jimmy Iovine or whoever it might be, run up on you like, "Yo, I heard you nice. I only got 5 minutes though, GB. I need to hear one song that's gonna give me that feeling to make me get that paperwork for you. And all I want to hear is one song. I can't hear two or three. I can't hear the mixtape. What's the one song you're gonna tell Jimmy Iovine to go listen to?"
Losing my composure.
Woo, losing my composure. You was serious with that, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and I like that. So, live platoon community. This man that gave y'all tidbits for free all day. I need y'all to go listen to "Losing My Composure." That's what y'all got to do to pay this man back for the real game he's spitting on here. So we will, on the show notes, have a link to "Losing My Composure" and everything else this man rocking with, but we're gonna have one specific to that, because once he catch you with that, you gonna listen to everything else. So that I appreciate the answer to that, and hopefully Jimmy Iovine hear it too, and he'll go ahead and listen to it and get you right.
Right.
So man, again, I appreciate you for coming on the show, man. Good luck actually being where you need to be, and we was able to work this out. So do you have any shout outs, anything you want to, shout out for anybody, anything you want to tell us, your Twitter page or whatever? You can just go. It's your time.
All right. Shout out to SFP, man. Shout out to the squad, man. Shout out to G Money. Young Spitter, Vegas, you know what I'm saying, Guap, you know what I'm saying, Prince, you know what I'm saying, and Captain Cutter, of course. And just, and shout out to anybody that's trying to do it. Just grind out and shine later.
Cool, man. I like that. Well, man, again, appreciate you for coming on Live Platoon, man. We gonna connect, make sure we keep up with you. And again, all the listeners, the links to all his music, his Twitter page, everything will be on his particular show notes page. So definitely do that. Tune in. Again, man, we appreciate you, GB.